At 16, my dad shoved me into our backyard during a December blizzard with a flimsy tent and a sleeping bag. He did it so my pregnant sister could have my room. 3 days later, he was in handcuffs, and my mom acted like I'd betrayed the family. My parents always had a favorite. It wasn't me. I learned to be quiet, helpful, invisible. Anytime I pushed back, I was difficult. Then my older sister showed up out of nowhere with a baby bump and 2 bags, and suddenly, the house had a miracle living in it. That first night, she walked into my room without knocking and looked around like she was touring a rental. "This room gets good light," she said. My mom beamed. My dad nodded like a deal had already been signed. 2 days later, my mom called a family meeting, tiny living room. My sister took the recliner and my usual seat at dinner, like she owned both. "We've decided your sister needs your room for the nursery," my mom said. I tried to stay calm. Why not her old room or the basement? My dad didn't even hesitate. "Basement isn't suitable." "So where do I sleep?" I asked. He walked me to the back door and pointed into the yard. A cheap summer tent sat in the snow. Next to it was a plastic bin with a sleeping bag stuffed inside. "There," he said, proud. "Temporary setup, privacy." My sister snorted. "People camp. Stop being dramatic." My mom added, "Just until the baby comes. Be supportive for once." That's when it hit me. They didn't just want my room. They wanted me out of the way. The first night outside, the wind slapped the tent so hard it bowed in. My phone battery dropped fast from the cold. Around 9, I heard the back door shut. Then the deadbolt clicked. One sharp sound that told me nobody was checking on me. Through my old window, I watched my sister paint over my posters, right over them, like erasing me was part of the nursery plan. The second night, I came home from school and crawled back into that frozen nylon again. My hands shook, trying to zip it. That's when my uncle showed up unexpectedly, returning a small heater. I heard him inside. "Where's the kid?" My sister laughed. "Out back in his tent." A pause. Then my uncle's voice went hard. "He's what?" The back door opened and he marched straight across the yard. Slow motion, like my body was underwater. He yanked the zipper down. Cold air poured in like a wave. His eyes locked on my face. He grabbed my hand and flinched. "Why are your lips that color?" he said. I tried to answer, but my teeth wouldn't stop chattering. He hauled me up anyway. "Get up, now." He half carried me to the steps and pushed the door open, and my dad was standing there, blocking the doorway. "No," my dad said. "He stays out. Builds character." My uncle didn't raise his voice. Somehow that was worse. "He's showing signs of hypothermia." My mom hovered behind my dad. "It's temporary. You're overreacting." From the kitchen, my sister called, "Oh my God, he's fine." My uncle didn't argue. He turned, dragged me to his truck, blasted the heat, and called 911 from the driver's seat. "You don't get to do this," he said. At the ER, they wrapped me in heated blankets and started warm fluids. A police officer asked me 2 questions that changed everything. "Did you choose to sleep outside?" "No." "Were the doors locked?" I heard the deadbolt. They photographed the tent and the sleeping bag. Then they arrested my dad for child endangerment. CPS got involved. A judge signed emergency custody to my uncle, and my dad got a no-contact order. In court, my mom tried to sound innocent. "We didn't think it was dangerous," she said, like that fixed anything. My sister added, "He could have come inside if he really needed to." The judge stared at them. Were the doors locked? Nobody answered fast, because the truth sounded ugly out loud. Afterward, my phone lit up with family texts calling me ungrateful. Like freezing was a personality flaw. My uncle took my phone, set it on the counter, and told me to breathe. A few days later, my mom showed up at my uncle's door with puffy eyes and excuses. "I just need to talk to my son," she whispered. My uncle didn't move. "You should have needed to talk to him when he was freezing 10 feet from your back door." She left, quiet, like the snow had finally swallowed her voice. I'm still 16. I'm still in Minnesota. But now I'm warm, safe, and living with the only adult who acted like I mattered. Would you ever forgive parents for something like this? Drop your take.